When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life. And breaking the chains in my mind. I'm talking real peace of mind. That's something money can't buy.
What's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy KingMarcell, and we are back with another video where you guys seen what has happened. Jay-Z has now been called out in a lawsuit with Diddy. Been telling you guys for the last couple months that, you know what I'm saying, more and more people were about to start being implemented in the things that's about to start coming out. But I've learned over the past couple days that things may be a lot more deeper than what we all think. You know what I'm saying? I already thought that, but to the extent of understanding what's going on behind the closed doors of UMG and with Rockefeller and with this other company called Tencent Holdings, this shit is more governmental than what we think it is. And I seen that someone said that a lot of time discrepancies is coming up in this lawsuit when it talks about, because it happened during the VMAs or after the VMAs, but I'm hearing about these time discrepancies that people are finding out about, you know what I'm saying, about the case. But I'm heavy into conspiracy theories, and what I'm about to talk about right now, it isn't a theory by any means. It's the underground domes. And for some reason, I feel like that's about to come into play, as it should. As it should, because again, all secrets will be exposed. So we about to check out a video by Law and Crime Network that's talking about, you know, all of the moving parts that's going on with the case. So make sure you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video here. We're on the road to 500 subscribers, so make sure you guys are subbing up and joining the kingdom. But with that being said, let's get right into this video.
Mogul Jay-Z revealed as an accused rapist in a civil lawsuit initially filed against Sean Diddy Combs.
The fact that this day is here is
now
crazy.
Accused of raping a 13-year-old girl at an after party decades ago. I have 7 shocking details from the suit and what Jay-Z, Combs, and the accuser's lawyer are all saying about it. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Jay-Z, of course, is one of the biggest names in rap music, and he has been a longtime friend and associate of Sean Diddy Combs. Now he's being revealed as the name behind Celebrity A in a lawsuit filed by a Jane Doe from Alabama, who claims that Combs and now Jay-Z raped her in the year 2000. And in a bit, I'm going to
tell y'all, when they said that the Celebrity A was more popular than Diddy, I'm like, Joe, there's not many people that, you know what I'm saying, you can say that's more popular than Diddy. I'm like, was it Jay-Z? And the fact that it was him the whole time, it's wild. It's crazy. And then I've heard too that Jay-Z, behind closed doors, had been going and talking to victims and threatening victims and shit like that before he was even named. Like, they gave him a chance to get out of this, and he didn't. But my thing is that this is exactly how these lawsuits started with Diddy. It started with a civil case. So is this just the beginning for the downfall of Jay-Z?
Both Jay-Z and Sean Combs are saying about this lawsuit, so stay tuned for that. Combs is currently in federal custody, accused of racketeering and sex trafficking.
Everybody eyes in that picture look crazy as hell for some reason.
The sex trafficking charge filed against Combs relates to allegations made by his ex, Cassie Ventura, that he forced her to take part in freak-offs, days-long sex acts with male sex workers. Cassie had originally filed a civil lawsuit against Combs in November of 2023. That suit, of course, was settled in record time within a day. Before that, Combs' lawyers say that Cassie's lawyers had made an offer to them that they could buy the rights to a book she was writing for $30 million in exchange for it never seeing the light of day. Cassie's lawsuit and the subsequent settlement seemed to open the floodgates for other women to file civil lawsuits against Combs. More than a dozen have been filed, including one by a Jane Doe in October. At the time the suit was filed, Combs was the main defendant, and 2 other celebrities were listed as Celebrity A and Celebrity B. Celebrity A was listed as a man, and Celebrity B, a woman. Now attorney Tony Busby, after some legal
Y'all
back
let
and
me
forth-
down. Let me know down in the comment section who do y'all think the woman was. I think it was J-Lo. But again, it's a lot of time discrepancies. It is. I would be sitting here lying if I would say that there aren't time discrepancies. But again, when you understand the position of power these two have been in and the type of people who they've been maneuvering with, let's see if these underground domes and these underground tunnels and these underground trains don't come into play.
with a demand letter.
Let's just see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that conspiracy theorist guy, but
whose legal name is Sean
let's
Carter.
just see,
The
man.
suit begins. Defendant Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after-party, but did nothing to stop the assault. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences.
At Bell Tire, we're
Like,
out to
what
change
the
the entire
fuck?
tire business.
We actually take care
Again,
of our
it's
customers.
discrepancies with the time. But again, Jay-Z said he used to party hop. He said that in that song with him and Aaliyah. When they were saying the I Miss You song, he said they be party hopping. These celebrities don't just stay at one party or one after party. They move around. So again, as the case comes out and the information and details come out, we gon' see what exactly happened at what time and who was there, and we gonna see everybody's
The
story.
plaintiff says she was 13 at the time in January of 2000 when she said she went to the MTV Video Music Awards at Radio City Music Hall. She didn't have a ticket, so she approached limo drivers who were parked outside hoping to get in. The lawsuit says one of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for defendant Combs. The driver told her that Combs liked younger girls and said that she fit what Diddy was looking for. And while not allowing her into the awards, the driver invited her to an after-party. The driver stated that he had to drive Combs and others to the after-party first, but instructed plaintiff to return to his location after the event and that he pick her up after and take her to the after-party. While the woman says she was outside the VMAs talking to the limo drivers, inside it was a big night, particularly for Jennifer Lopez, who was at the awards show with her then boyfriend, Sean Combs. They were a hot couple back then, and Lopez won the VMA for Best Dance Video. She was on top of the world that night. The woman claims that night, outside of Radio City Music Hall, she got into a limo with someone affiliated with Sean Combs. That suit says, after approximately 20 minutes, plaintiff arrived at a large white house with a gate U-shaped driveway. Once inside, two men asked plaintiff to sign a non-disclosure agreement, informing her that she could not discuss what happened at the after-party. She gave them her name and signed the form, but did not receive a copy. The Jane Doe described seeing celebrities, but those people are not named. Inside the building, plaintiff recognized many celebrities as she entered what appeared to be a large living room or foyer containing a large crowd. Plaintiff attempted to mingle in the crowd and talk to several of the celebrities that she recognized and whom she wanted to see at the VMAs. Waitstaff circulated throughout the room, carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout the venue. Plaintiff observed widespread drug use, including marijuana and cocaine. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, plaintiff accepted a drink from one of the waitresses, circulating the crowd. The drink was a reddish-yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just a portion of that drink, plaintiff began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplar container used by Combs and or his agents/employees to insert GHB into alcoholic drinks is seen below. And these are the photos included in the lawsuit that show a small plastic container that the plaintiff claims contained drugs at the party. The woman, remember, who claims she was 13 at the time, says she felt woozy and went to look for a place to lay down. She claims she found a bedroom that had just
Like,
a
where the
large bed
parents
in
at
it
in
with
all
no
this?
other
You know what I'm
furnishings.
saying? Like,
And what
this shit
she
is
describes
wild.
next is incredibly disturbing. The cases I cover each day here on Crime Fix show you just how scary the world can be. And one of the scariest things that can happen is if you ever get hurt. But I want you to know, if you're ever seriously hurt or in an
Oh, they're
accident,
throwing that ad in there.
pay Morgan & Morgan if you win. There are no upfront fees. So if you're ever hurt, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/crimefix. The suit states, soon after, Combs entered the room along with defendant Carter and a female celebrity, Celebrity B. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three celebrities. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff with a crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Combs then threw plaintiff toward a wall, causing plaintiff to fall. Plaintiff got up and stumbled, at which point Combs grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, Carter began removing plaintiff's clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. Plaintiff was held down by Carter as he vaginally raped her, while Combs and Celebrity B watched. After Carter was finished, he stepped back toward the wall. Combs then stepped forward and vaginally raped plaintiff while Carter and Celebrity B watched. Combs then knocked plaintiff down and attempted to force plaintiff to
It's like, if this is a lie, that's a very fucked up lie to tell. And even if it comes out that it's a lie, that's something that's going to always be on their name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that's always going to be on these niggas' name. But it's the fact that it's so many people. It's hard to say that this shit didn't happen. It's hard to say this could be just somebody who's just, especially doing all of the secret shit, man. I ain't gonna say I know the secret shit, but have an idea what's going on. It's hard to not see all the moving pieces of what's going on right now. This is a very crucial time that we living in, and if we don't pay attention, we ain't gonna never know what the fuck happened. Like, for real, we gonna always look back on this time and not know what the fuck happened. But I feel like this time is finna dictate what the future is finna be. And it's just so much like controlled chaos, it seems like. I don't know, man. Shit is getting crazy. But all of this shit, man,
and punching out
I'm
at
just
the
here
same
for
time,
it.
hitting Combs in the neck. Taken aback, Combs stopped his attempt. The allegations in this suit are very disturbing, and Sean Combs is denying the claims being made by the woman, who's now around 37 years old. Combs and his legal team said in a statement, "This amended complaint and the recent extortion lawsuit against Mr. Busby exposes his barrage of lawsuits against Mr. Combs for what they are, shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor." And Jay-Z posted a lengthy statement on X calling the allegations heinous. "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt, called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny," in all caps. "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away."
So my thing is that he knows that it's a statute of limitation on it. This happened over 20 years ago. So it's like you're saying that, acting like you don't know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it feels like. Why you ain't trying to come after me and criminally and send me to jail for doing this? Why you just trying to come after money? And from what I heard, the lawyer's response was, we initially wasn't even coming to for money with you. The defendant wanted to reconcile things with you. They just wanted to talk things out. But the fact that you're moving like this, now they is trying to hit you for some bread. Because they can't come after you criminally. But my thing is that will this embolden people that you have done shit to where the statutes of limitations aren't up? See, that's what I feel like Jay-Z is scared of. It's not particularly this case, it's what this case could then bring. And that's what because I feel like Jay-Z I did do something. Maybe not to this person, but this coming out in the news and everything and them paying me like Diddy will embolden the people who I did do things to. We got to look at all the moving parts. We can't just on one side say he's totally guilty and on the other side say that he's totally innocent. But nigga, this shit ain't happening for no reason. Regardless on if you being blackmailed or not, nigga, if you did not do anything, they wouldn't be able to say something like this, my guy. This would be easily disprovable. Because when it has been things that you feel like you could disprove, you don't even speak on it. The fact that you made this letter, my guy, makes you look guilty. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. Jay-Z then talks about his family and the toll this will take on them. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people.
Why he ain't say he ain't did it yet? Why he ain't say he ain't did it yet? Why that's not in here? I'm not seeing that.
It's unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. And lawyer Tony Busby.
Where in that did he say, I didn't do this shit? Because I'm not going to lie. If it was me and that shit was me, that's all the statement would have said. I didn't do this shit. And I'm not talking about this shit no more until I'm in court. Like, what the fuck? I'm not saying anything else. But I did not do any of these things I'm being accused of. Period. Point blank. Why he just ain't say that? He just said a whole bunch of nothing talking about the lawyer. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the lawyer. Nigga, what about the victim? You said nothing about that you didn't do it. I had seen even the part that she skipped over is that he tried to go on the fact that he said he's a Marine and said that he's not showing Marine dignity or some shit and showing no valor or honor. Nigga, you didn't even just say you didn't do the shit you been accused of. Nigga, like, you can't make this shit up, bro. Why you couldn't just say, I did not do it if you didn't do it, bro? Dane Dash, I seen an interview with Dane Dash where he was saying that shit. Jay-Z don't never, when there's some shit that he should be saying something definite on, he never do. He's like, because you make it seem like you really doing that shit and you try to have plausible deniability of saying that you never said that you didn't do it. That's what it seemed like he's doing. He just said a whole bunch of bullshit going after the lawyer, this and that. Bro, did you do it or not, bro? Can you tell me? Like, no, I didn't do it. Can you just say that for us?
Like,
what the fuck?
Firing back also on X. Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim and that victim never demanded a penny from him.
Mm.
Instead, she sought only a confidential mediation.
Mm.
Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in the complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. I want to bring in Nima Rahmani. He is an entertainment attorney, and he's been following the whole Sean Combs.
Yeah, I can't wait for this shit to go to court. Let's
Nima,
see. I want to see the evidence.
Jay-Z being revealed as Celebrity A in this lawsuit. I know you and I discussed this a few weeks back.
Because they talking big shit like they know they got this nigga. Like they got Diddy and this nigga.
Who this might be. And I think it was really telling when Alex Spiro and Quinn Emanuel filed that extortion lawsuit against Tony Busby. It's pretty well known that Spiro represents Jay-Z and Rock Nation. So it was the most likely celebrity, and now it's been revealed that the allegations aren't.
This nigga look goofy as fuck. That nigga look crazy.
Cheers. Hey folks, I'm Julian. You may know me from my show Recess Therapy.
No, I don't know you, bruh.
I think it's interesting too because Alex Spiro came out swinging about a month or two ago when something came up about Jay-Z and Beyonce on a Piers Morgan show, and he came out, sent some type of letter.
That bitch look crazy. I just don't get the appeal of Beyonce. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She looks creepy as fuck. Look at her, G. What the fuck? I don't see how y'all be like, man, I don't like her music. I don't like how she looks. She look crazy to me. She looks deranged. This before any of this shit came out, G. I've never liked her. I've never liked this woman. Oh my gosh, she looks so fucking scary right there to me. Is it me? Let me know down in the comments section. Am I tripping? I know I'm finna get a bunch of more. She's sexy as hell. She look good as hell. Man, this bitch looks scary. She look like you will wake up in the middle of the night. She got a knife up to your shit, bruh. Hell no, bruh. Hell no.
My clients, and he did it lickety split, and then that was kind of a big red flag that Jay-Z was on the offense, or on the defense and on the offense, trying to play a little bit of both. So, but the thing is, Jay-Z is saying this isn't true. He's filed a motion to dismiss this suit. He is not taking this laying down. He is saying, you know, this has emboldened him to not give in and pay 1 red cent. But this woman is claiming this was Jay-Z and Sean Combs who raped her as a 13-year-old girl. So how do we get to the truth of the matter here?
So what you would want if you are Busby and this now woman's lawyer is ideally you have some sort of corroborating evidence and a contemporaneous report. It can be challenging to bring these types of cases decades later. Now, it's really going to go in one of two ways. And we saw it with Diddy and Cassie Ventura. You know, this is either the first of many lawsuits that are going to be filed against Jay-Z.
Y'all got to think. This is only one case out of over 120 of them he said that he has lined up in the chamber ready to go. And that there were thousands of people came forward. We gonna walk past that though, right? We gonna ignore that. Oh shit. Oh no, Superman. We gonna ignore all of that, right? Right? That this ain't the only case. And look what's being alleged in this case. This the first one out the chamber that they being brought to court for. This the first one. Imagine what's finna come out, y'all, over the next couple years with this shit. That's what I'm saying. We can't ignore all the moving pieces, bro. Something had to have happened. But I mean,
or this is a one.
Oh no, man.
We know that
we gonna see how it all plays out.
Cosby and Epstein. Oftentimes, abusers abuse more than one victim, and I'm not saying any of this is true, but if it is, there may be more than one victim here. And if others do come forward, sometimes it's hard for jurors to believe one victim in a he said, she said type situation. But when victim after victim is telling the same story of physical and sexual violence, that's very hard for jurors to overcome.
We still don't know who Celebrity B is. There's been a lot of speculation about that. You know, we don't know who it is. We know it's a woman, and she so far has not been unmasked. Tony Busby has not revealed Celebrity B's identity. What can we take away from that?
Yeah, so Celebrity B, there's a lot of speculation out there. I mean, obviously we know who Diddy was dating at the time, and I think that's who a lot of people think it was. But
Right.
you know, obviously,
I ain't gonna lie, that's who I think it was.
Innuendo and rumors right now.
J-Lo.
That individual, from a legal perspective, the allegation is that she was a witness. She was not a participant. Witnessing a sexual abuse is certainly terrible, but I don't know necessarily if there's any legal claim against her, although I'm sure Celebrity B does not want to be unmasked and wants nothing to do with this, just
Right.
like most individuals right now want to have nothing to do with the Diddy allegations. And if it's Diddy and Jay-Z, I think that same logic is going to apply.
So
Yeah.
Jay-Z wants this to go away as quickly as possible. We saw what happened when lawsuits were filed against Sean Combs, or at least the initial one by Cassie. Are we going to see more lawsuits filed against Jay-Z in the coming days?
I think
That's the
coming days and
question.
weeks and months are really going to be telling.
Mhm.
Represented a lot of victims of sexual assault and abuse. There is
Because, like I said, all of this started with Diddy with a civil lawsuit. What is happening right now? This is a civil lawsuit. This is Jay-Z's first. This is what Diddy's 20th 26th case. I can't remember. But this is Jay-Z's first, and it's a civil. It all started with Diddy with a civil case. Jay-Z has now been implemented in his civil case. Will it be the only case he's implemented in? Or will we see the chain effect that happened with Diddy happen with Jay-Z? Let's see. Let me know down in the conversation what y'all think's gonna happen.
The first one, because it can be terrifying to go up against a rich and powerful man with a lot of assets and unlimited resources, right? You might get dragged in the media, right? But once the first person files the lawsuit and you kind of see it, there is this strength in numbers, and that's what Me Too is all about, right? So I don't know. It's still too early to know. Is this going to be a Me Too type situation for Jay-Z and the entire music industry? Or is this just going to be one accuser? And I'm not saying that I don't believe the one accuser, but it is a very different case in the courtroom and the court of public opinion if there's many, many accusers. So I think that's going to be the big determining factor.
Yeah.
And ultimately, if there are a lot of accusers, what does that mean for Jay-Z's business dealings, right?
Yeah.
He's someone who produces the Super Bowl halftime show. What does the NFL do? What are other celebrity do? What does Beyonce think of all this? Again, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but if it does, it's certainly a game changer here.
Jay-Z is certainly not taking this lying down, and he's fighting back as much as he can in the courts. Nima Rahmani, thank you as always. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Anjanette.
Man. And that's the thing too, the ripple effect from this. It's gonna cross all the boundaries, because everything that Jay-Z and Diddy has had their hand in is now tainted. Like he was just saying about the Super Bowl. Jay-Z has been in control of the Super Bowl. Having hip hop be the performances at the Super Bowl, that's something new that only happened because of him. So it's like Jay-Z has done good, but it's like, at what cost? That's why I say, man, if you're gonna try to like break boundaries for black people, your shit can't stink. You can't be somebody who has done corrupt things and have those corrupt things brought back on you in the end, because then you're going to always be able to be somebody who's be able to be taken down. And we can't have that. We have to have somebody who is righteous at all times, regardless the cost. Like literally, regardless on what happens, what's said, we have to have somebody who has a record of righteousness. Because if not, then all our heroes are just gonna be false idols. You know what I'm saying? I put my trust in the Lord. I put my trust in the Most High God and His Son, Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. That's who I trust. That's who I follow. And I hope you guys are starting to realize that that's who we should be following. But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I do drop a video here. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. So make sure you guys are subbing up and joining the kingdom. But with that being said, KingMarcell out. Peace.
When the pain grows, anything goes. Devil is a lie, looking for the prize. That's eternal life, and bringing the things in my mind. I'm talking real peace of mind. That's something money can't.